friends, and welcome to today's episode on Grainificent. In today's episode, I will be showing you how to make your first print using an enlarger. I will link down in the description below how to set up your own darkroom, so I don't repeat everything in every single video. You load your film into your enlarger. Depending what type of enlarger you have, you should have a holder for your film. Of course, it is always best to wipe your film so you don't have any dust on it as well. It's always good to have it dust free. Which side to put your negative on there? Basically, the correct way is with the emulsion side up. So if you don't remember which side of your film is the emulsion side, well, the opposite side is quite matte and the emulsion side is shiny. The blacks are black. On the opposite side, they will come out a little bit grayish. If you still don't know, well, if you have the numbers on your film frames, well, then the proper way up is reading the numbers in order, the right way up. So we know that this side is the emulsion side up. That's how we put it on our film holder. Make sure it is quite straight, although we will still straighten it out on the picture. Just make it nice and center. So just like this, we have our frame loaded that we want to expose. So with our frame loaded, we put the plate into our enlarger. From this point on, we will have to turn off the light completely. So let's get the lights off. So our lights are off. Well, of course, we can have the red light on, the darkroom light. Any type of red light, red colored bulb. You could buy red colored bulbs that will just go into your regular bulb holder. Red light doesn't bother that much. It can damage some, but if you're just starting, you don't have to worry about a red light on constantly. So now, of course, since this paper is, we have here 10.5 by 14.8 centimeters. If you don't have a masking frame, then not that big of a problem, but it's always easier to have one because you could set exact dimensions on this. Let's do 14.5 here by 10.5, so let's do 10, so we have some frame lines, but minimum frame lines. And if you have something like this, then of course remember that the paper goes in here where there's a corner mounted, because that's what holds the paper in place as well, so just so you know. So before we take out our paper, we want to get everything focused in that area. So of course, we could set our timer for, I don't know, any time. Let's put it to 6 minutes. And start it. As we see, our photo is quite large. It is A4 size basically, humongous. How to make it smaller? Of course, we lower our enlarger to make the frame smaller. Or if you're on a higher level, of course, you can change your lens to focus the image smaller. You should open up your aperture wide open so you get the most amount of light over here, because you want as much light as you can get to get your focus right. So now first align your frames where you want the image to be, approximately how you want it to be framed, just like that. And you of course need your focus loop or checker. They sell many different sizes and shapes. You just put it flat on your picture. Now we look through the loop and we focus on the grain. Don't mind the picture, because if you didn't focus correctly on the picture, then you're not gonna correct that here. So I can see that the grain is nice and sharp. There we go. We're not gonna get it any sharper than that. So now we know that our photo is in focus. Well, as much in focus as the negative will allow it to be. We can do some final composing here where we want the image to fall. Something like that, probably. So now we are ready to do a test strip to see how much exposure do we need to get this image right. The enlarger is quite low, so even if I close down the aperture, so now we put the red light back on, we can turn off our clock. We will do half-second increments. Now in complete darkness, with everything turned off, we can first check if we have our half-second correctly. So now let's get our paper out. And we remember the shinier side is the emulsion side. And we will use the box to get our times checked. So now we try not to move our framing, of course. Put the paper in there nicely. Of course, with the red filter under the lens, we could still light up the image and nothing should go wrong with it, because the red filter underneath the lens here on the enlarger, it does basically the same thing that the red light does. It prevents regular light from hitting the paper. But now we want to expose, so we're moving the red light away from underneath. Let's get our first half second. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in total the darkest area will be a 3-second exposure. So let's see if that comes out to be too dark. We put our paper into the developer. There we go. Now we should see more of the developer. And we can see that our image is starting to form. So we keep it in here until everything shows up nicely just like we want it. Alright, let's put it into the stop bath now for a few seconds. And into the fixer we go. We can set our clock for about 1.5 minutes. And let's give this print a quick wash in the sink. And we got something like this. Of course, this isn't a complete photo. As you see, this is not exposed. This is exposed. So we have in half-second increments. We know that this side is, the final side is half seconds. Right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's correct. We have 1, 2, 3 over here. 4, 5, 6 stripes. That means this is half-second exposure, this is 3 seconds exposure. So as we see by this image here, we will develop this for the 3 seconds and see how the whole image comes out. So let's turn the light back off. It is funny how the red tray is white under red light. That one's white, comes out white. So white and red come out the same shade basically under a light like this. We have everything focused, everything aligned, so just take out our photos. And as always, shiny side up. Let's set our timer for 3 seconds. There we go, we got our 3 seconds set. Put our paper in the mask, align it perfectly. There we go. With the red filter underneath, we can check if it's properly framed, just like we want it. So now we can move the red filter out of the way and expose it for 3 seconds. So let's go. There we go. That's our 3 seconds exposure. So now into the developer. Swing it back and forth. Alright, I guess we're done with the developing. Now the stop bath. A few seconds in there. And now into the fixer. And at this point we could set our clock for 2 minutes. And we can turn the light back on because it's already in the fixer long enough. Let's take it out of the fixer. Give it a quick wash in the sink for now. Alright, and what do we have here? Well, we can still see the writings on the propellers. We have the print here. Yeah, I'm quite happy with this photo. I will put it in the bath now so it can swim around for a little longer, get all the fixer out and everything, and then I will hang it for it to dry. And if you want to buy prints, let me know as well. I still don't have anything set up for buying prints, but I can always set something up if you would like to get some prints from me. Of course, I don't even show all my photos I make, so that's still another thing because you don't see all the work I do, but everything will come in its own time. So if you like this video, please remember to hit the like button. It shows the YouTube algorithm that my videos are worthy of showing to others. And if you like film photography related content, like this darkroom stuff, film cameras and everything related, please hit that subscribe button. It shows me I make helpful and interesting videos. And if you would like to support this channel, other than buying a print, give $1 or $2 to help with the chemicals, paper and everything, there's a donation link in the description down below. You could also support me using the support button under this video. And if you want more bang for your buck, then of course you are invited to look into channel memberships, where from $1 a month you can see these videos at least a month ahead of time before they go public, because my channel members see all the videos I make and post ahead of time. Thank you for watching, my friends. Take care and see you in the next video.